Kumsomli pakhat meu aliamta Neuhof School ahian inge thlengzel zirti na tunlai thi ang berkal puimek ani a classroom a smartboard mangin no pangti thinlunga sha thiana tak tak tu ani chin 360-degree learning kovel pomzir na chaban phave turin heng activities creative writing competition le inter-school dance competition a tidin hunsang taklo in football lama Reliance Young Champs le misa bwa saya tele chess competition lama po champion lai kultu an nibok heng lo tlin na anne the na chan hi kum tina inter-house sports music competition le club shang anne wang hi ani Mizoram theatrical production lian tham major production bwa sai thei omchun ani a music class mumal taka kalpui ni in rilru le taksalam chan chatna atan PE teacher le counselor ten anvil renga le khabu kim sang tak ne library chatak a ombaka abacus center ani a hostel changtlung tak a omboke kumsang ni somni paruka changa somni pasari session atan admission hi February tha achangin hon ani don boke
Josepha, Jacoba fa patsuam chu, apain, adwatin, adu sakfal, ema, kormoy tak, rong chi siyang moy takatse apebik hialani. Aunaw tit hinlunga, tig na, aintu na sa tarenga. Antig na, belcha turin, nile, thale arsiten, amu mga tibay ang buktu, asoy nupay chuan, mang neya tiin chek sol takin an ko hialani an thik na swal chuan an unaw pa aniti thengil tirin Josepha chu sal ni turin sumdong nena an shalta a asalta na muna an piber Potifar no pui chuan adu anga akhosak pui theilaw awangin diglaw takin apua miswal ang maya lungin tantir alaw ni ta ani ma se pathianin a enkol zui ringa tanin na changa chwana kong honsakin Pharaoh amumang magtak may chu diktaka asilfia nuwa ay guptaram lalber.2 alaw ni taa kumsari chung champuitla kumapo ama asyal tu at chung tele ay guptaram chanhim tu alaw ni taa ani tilti theina ane chung hiyan aunaw te chunga phuba lamay lovin aunaw te ay turan na ilaulaya ay turpetu alaw ni tazokani amumang ang tiakhan aunaw te chuan tibayin bokhupin tibay an buk tarenga shuai tu ani chung hian Josepha hian amizia le nungchang mangin pathian ro puina apuanga afak chunzom zelani Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat hi Bible tutlung luibu Genesis kan mu Josepha chanchin zaile lam mga phauchwana ania amunom zwal theina tan athon thu hi tunlai mila herrem ani henga hlate hi Tim Rice phani in athuk hi Andrew Lloyd Webber siam ania athute kanlo envedu ani chuan tiketa khan scan thein a ombok ani Neuhof School presents Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Some folks dream of the wonders they'll do before their time on this planet is true. Some just don't have anything planned. They hide their hopes and their hats in the sand. Now I don't say who is wrong, who is right, but if by chance you were here for the night, then all I need is an hour or two to tell the tale of a dreamer like you. We all dream a lot. Some are lucky, some are not. But if you think it, want it, dream it, then it's real. You are what you feel. But all that I say can be told another way.
I closed my eyes, drew back the curtain to see for certain what I thought I knew. Far, far away, someone was weeping, but the world was sleeping. Any dream will do. I wore my coats with golden lining, bright colors shining, wonderful and new. And in the east, the dawn was breaking, and the world was waking. Any dream will do. A crash of drums, a flash of light, my golden coat flew out of sight. The colors faded into darkness, I was left alone. May I return to the beginning. The light is dimming, and the dream is through. The world and I, we are still waiting, still hesitating. Any dream will do.
Any dream, any dream, any dream,
Any dream will do.
any dream, any dream, any dream.
And
Way, way back many centuries ago, not long after the Bible began, Jacob lived in the land of Canaan, a fine example of a family man. Jacob, Jacob and sons, depended on farming to earn their keeps. Jacob, Jacob and sons, spent all the days in the fields with sheep. Jacob was the founder of a whole new nation. Thanks to the number of children he had, he was also known as Israel, but most of the time, his sons and his wives used to call him Dad. Jacob, Jacob and sons, man of the soil, of the sheep and the brook. Jacob, Jacob and sons, remarkable family in anyone's brook. Reuben was the eldest of the children of Israel, with Simeon and Levi the next in line. Naphtali and Issachar with Asher and Dan. Zebulun and Gad took the total to 9. Jacob, Jacob and sons, Benjamin and Judah, which leaves only one. Jacob, Jacob and sons, Joseph, Jacob's favorite son. Jacob, Jacob and sons, Jacob, Jacob and sons, Jacob, Jacob and sons, Jacob,
Loved another all my life, and Joseph was my joy because he reminded me of her.
True young Joseph, Jacob loved his youth again, loved him, praised him, gave him all he could, but then he made the rest feel second best. And even if they were,
we're also rest, does not make us Joseph best.
but where they had really missed the boat, this
We're great guys, but no one seems to notice.
Joseph's charm and winning smile Jacob wanted to show the world he loved his son, to make it clear that Joseph was the special one. So Jacob bought his son a coat, a multicolored coat to wear.
This is why he caught the eye. King was always there.
And when Joseph tried it on, he knew his sheepskin days were gone. Such a dazzling coat of many colors, how he loved his coat of many colors. In a class above the rest, it even went well with his vest. Such a stunning coat of many colors, how he loved his coat of many colors. It was red and yellow and green and brown and blue. Joseph's brothers weren't too pleased with what they saw.
Have never liked all the blood, and now this hope has got our boat. We feel like it's unfair.
And when Joseph graced the scene, his brothers turned a shade of green. His astounding clothing to the biscuit.
Why does mood as worse than in a dish? I look handsome, I look smart. I am a walking work of art. Such a dazzling coat of many colors. How I love my coat of many colors. It was red and yellow and green and brown, scarlet and black and ochre and peach and ruby and olive and violet. I look handsome, I look smart. I am a walking work of art. Such a dazzling coat of many colors. How I love my coat of many colors. It was red and yellow and green and brown, scarlet and black and ochre and peach and ruby and olive and violet and fawn, lilac and gold and chocolate and gold, green and crimson and silver and rose, azure and lemon and russet and gray, purple and white and pink and orange and blue.
Joseph's coat annoyed his brother.
What makes us mad are the things that Joseph tells us of, the dreams he's often had. I dreamed that in the fields one day the corn gave me a sign. Your 11 sheaves of corn all turned and bowed to mine. My sheaf was quite a sight to see, a golden sheaf and tall. Yours were green and second-rate and really rather small. This is not the kind of thing we brothers like to hear. It seems to us that Joseph and his dreams should disappear. Dreamed I saw 11 stars, the sun, the moon and sky, bowing down before my star. It made me wonder why. Could it be that I was born for higher things than you? Post in someone's government, a ministry or two. The dreams of our dear brothers are the decades big as yours. Crystal gold stars and golden sheets is just a load of corn. Not only is he tactless, but he's also rather dear. For there's 11 of us and there's only one of him. The dreams of course will not come true. That is, we hope they won't come true. That is, we hope they won't come true. What if it's right all along? What if it's right all along? Dreams are more than crystal clear. The writings on the wall means that Joseph someday soon will rise above us all. The accuracy of the dreams we brothers do not know. Egyptian very well.
Joseph's from the store, his precious multicolored coat. Having wrapped it up, they next attacked the passing goal. Soon they reached it, creature was no more. They dipped his coat in the blood and guns endured. Oh, now, brothers, how long had it stood? Do you reconsider the crew? Hey, how long had it stood? Oh, Joseph, soon to be a slave. Situation's grave, hey, soon to be a slave. Soon to be a slave.
Father, we've something to tell you. A story of our time. A tragic but inspiring tale of manhood in its prime. You know you had a dozen sons. Well, now that's not quite true. But feel no sorrow, do not grieve. He would not want you to. You see, there's one more angel in heaven. There's one more star in the sky. Joseph, the things that you stood for. It's tough, but we're gonna get by. There's one less place at a table. There's one more tear in my eye. Joseph, the things that you stood for. Like truth and light never die. When I think of his last great battle, a lump comes to my throat. It takes a man who knows no fear to wrestle with a goat. His bloodstained coat is tribute to his final sacrifice. His body may be past its pain, but his soul's in paradise. So long, little Joe. Adios, buckaroo. 10-4, good buddy.
There's one less place at our table. There's one more tear in my arm.
Like Joseph, the things that you stood for. Like truth and light never die. Carve his name with pride and courage.
Let no tear be shed.
If he had not laid down his life, we all would now be dead.
There's one more angel in heaven. There's one more star in the sky. Joseph, the things that you stood for. Light through the light never die. There's one more angel in heaven. There's one more star in the sky. Joseph, the things that you stood for. Light through the light never die. There's one more angel in heaven. There's one more star in the sky. Joseph, the things that you stood for. Light through the light never die.
There's one more angel in heaven. There's one more star in the sky. But Joseph, the things that you stood for, like truth and light never die. Yeah!
consequently worked much harder even with devotion. Potiphar could see that Joseph was a cut above the average, made him leader of his household, maximum promotion. Potiphar was cool and so fine.
But my wife would never tell a lie.
It's all there in chapter 39 of Genesis. She was beautiful but evil, so a lot of men against his will. He would have to tell her that she still was his.
You're mine.
Joseph's looks and handsome figure had attracted her attention. Every morning she would bake a come alive with me, love. Joseph wanted to resist her till one day she proved to anger Joseph quite in vain.
So I don't believe in free love.
Potiphar was counting shackles in his den below the bedroom when he heard a mighty rumpus clattering above him. Suddenly he knew his riches couldn't buy him what he wanted. Gold would never make him happy if she didn't love him. Letting out a mighty roar, Potiphar burst through the door.
Joseph, I'll see you rot in shame. The things you have done are beyond all pain.
Joseph looked up innocent. Things are going well. Looked up innocent. Poor Joseph looked up innocent. Things are going well. Looked up innocent. Locked up innocent.
Close every door to me. Hide all the world from me. Bar all my windows and shut out my light. Do what you want with me. Hate me and laugh at me. Darken my daytime, then torture my night. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answers lie far from this world. Close every door to me. Hide those I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone, for I know I shall find my own peace of mind, for I have been promised a land of my own.
Every door to
number instead of my name. Forget all about me, then let me decay. I do not matter. I'm only one person. Destroy me completely, then throw me away. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answers lie far from this world. Close every door to me, keep those I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone, for I know I shall find my own peace of mind, for I have been promised a land of my own.
Joseph's luck was really out. His spirit and his fortune low. Alone he sat, alone he thought of happy times he used to know.
Hey, dreamer, don't be so upset. Hey, Joseph, you're not beaten yet.
Go, 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 Joseph, you know what they say. Hang on now, Joseph, you'll make it someday. Don't give up, Joseph, fight till you drop. We've read the book and you come out on top. Now into Joseph's prison cell were flung two very frightened men.
We don't think that we will ever see the light of day. Hey, Joseph, help us if you can. We have dreams that we don't understand.
Both men were servants of Pharaoh the king, both in the doghouse for doing their deed. What was a baker, a cook in his prime? What was a butler, the chief of his time?
Tell me of your dreams, my friends, and I will tell you what they show. Though I cannot guarantee to get it right, I'll have a go.
First the butler trembling to the floor, nervously he spoke of what he saw.
There I was standing in front of the vine. I picked some grapes and I crushed them to wine. I gave some to Pharaoh who drank from my cup. I tried to interpret, but I had to give up.
You will soon be free, my friend, so do not worry anymore. The king will let you out of here. You'll battle as you did before.
Next the baker rose to tell his dream, hoping it would have a similar theme. There I was standing with a sketch of bread. High in the sky I saw birds overhead. Who flew to my basket and ate every slice. Give me the message that this would be nice.
Sad to say, your dream is not the kind of dream I'd like to get. Pharaoh has it in for you. your execution. They just said, don't rely on all I said I saw. It's just that I have not been wrong before.
Go, go, jump. Go, go, jump. Go, go, jump. Go, go, jump. Go, go, go. Joseph, you know what they say. Hang on now, Joseph, you'll make it someday. Shalala, Joseph, you're doing fine. You in a dream, got ahead of your time. Go, 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 Joseph, you know what they say. Hang on now, Joseph, you'll make it someday. Shalala, Joseph, you're doing fine. You in a dream, got ahead of your time. Go, 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 go. 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 Go. Go, 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 go. Joseph, you know what they say. Hang on now, Joseph, you'll make it someday. Shalala, Joseph, you're doing fine. You in a dream, got ahead of your time. Go, 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 Joseph, you know what they say. Hang on now, Joseph, you'll make it someday. Shalala, Joseph, you're doing fine. You in a dream, got ahead of your time. Ahead of your time.
Ahead of my time.
Ahead of your time.
Ahead of my time.
Ahead of your time.
Ahead of my time.
Ahead of your time.
Ahead of my time.
Ahead of your time.
Ahead of my time.
Ahead of your time.
Ahead of my time.
Pharaoh, he was a powerful man with the ancient world in the palm of his hand. To all intents and purposes, he was Egypt with a capital E. Whatever he did, he was showered with praise. If he cracked a joke, then you chuckle for days. No one had rights or a vote but the king. In fact, you must say he was Pharaoh right wing. When Pharaoh's around, then you get down on the ground. If you ever find yourself near Ramesses, get down on your knees. Pharaoh story, a Pharaoh story, a Pharaoh story, a Pharaoh story. Down at the other end of the scale, Joseph is still doing time in jail. For even though he is in with the guards, a lifetime in prison seems quite on the cards. If my analysis of position is right, at the end of a tunnel there's a glimmer of light. For all of a sudden in this rattle of things have shattered the sleep of both peasants and kings. Strange as it seems, it's been a run of crazy dreams, and a man who can interpret could go far, could be
is Joseph man. I need him to help me if he can.
To Pharaoh has begun. Tell me your problems, mighty one.
Pharaoh is in the building. I was wandering along by the banks of the river, and 7 fat cows came out of the Nile. Right behind these fine healthy ends, keep saving all the cows. There was Gideon and Pharaoh. Well, the thing was in the paragraphs which I call the wooden rule. Didn't make them fight like I told them not to suffer shoe. And well, the thing was the stillest day I'd ever been. Well, this dream is on the ocean. Joseph, tell me what it means. You know that kings ain't stupid, but I don't have a clue. So don't be cruel now, Joseph. Help me, I beg of you. Instead of doing nothing, when we feel out of town, then I was serving beautiful years of hope. Golden being against you right behind him, saving all the ease. They were tattered and torn. Well, the battles ain't the crook, they came off from behind. Yes, they did. Well, now Joseph, here's the punchline. It's really gonna blow your mind, flip your head. Well, the battle was as bad as he'd ever been. Well, this dream has got me all shook up and dreaming nice. Tell me what it means, Joseph.
Well, I understand a bit about the corn, but I'm not quite sure about the cows. So, I was wondering if you could give it to me again.
Mr. Pharaoh, man, let me show you how we rock and roll in Egypt. Wandering along by the banks of the river, when 7 wet cows came out of the Nile. And right behind this fine healthy animal, keep 7 other cows. There was Gideon. Well, the thing I say the bad guys which I call the good. Joseph here's the punchline. It's really gonna blow your mind. Through your head. The bag of world as bad as he'd ever been. Well, this dream has got me all shook up. Dreaming night, tell me what it means. Hey. Hey, Joseph, won't you tell poor Pharaoh what does his crazy dream mean? Oh yeah!
Seven years of bumper crops are on their way. Years of endless plenty, wheat and tons of hay. Your farms will bloom, there won't be room to store the surplus food you grow. After that, the future doesn't look too bright. Egypt's luck will change completely overnight, and famine's hand will stop the land with food and all-time low. Noble king, there is no doubt what your dreams are all about. All these things you saw in your pajamas are a long rain
Christ on the cross. This Joseph is a clever king. Who'd have thought that 14 cows could mean the things he said they did? Joseph, you must help me further. I have found a job for you. You shall lead us through this crisis. You shall be my number 2.
Pharaoh told his guards to fetch a chisel from the local store, whereupon he ordered the dam to cut the chains that Joseph wore. Joseph got a royal pardon and a host of splendid things, a chariot of gold, a cloak, a medal, and some signet rings. Joseph, Pharaoh's number 2. Joseph, Egypt looks to you. Joseph, Pharaoh's number 2. Joseph, Egypt looks to you. Seven summers in the troll were perfect, just as Joseph said. Joseph saw that food was gathered, ready for the years ahead. 7 years of famine followed. Egypt didn't mind a bit. The first recorded rationing in history was a hit.
Joseph, how can we ever say all that we want to about you? We're so glad that you came our way. We should have perished without you.
Joseph, we are the perfect team. Oh, but it's now this you and me. I was wise to have chosen you. You'll be wise to agree.
Joseph, how can we ever say all that we want to about you? We're so glad that you came our way. We should have perished without you.
We were in a jam with a mouth for Abraham. Now that we were partnership, it's just a piece of cake.
Great expenses Noah only goes to show up.
Anyone from anywhere can make it if they get a lucky break.
This could be a happy ending, perfect place to stop the show. Joseph, after all, has gone about as far as he could go. But I'm sure that Jacob and his other sons have crossed your mind. How had famine hit the family Joseph left behind?
Those good years in Canaan, the summers were endlessly cold. The fields were a patchwork of clovers. The winters were never too cold. It's funny, but since we lost Joseph, we've gone to the other extreme.
Now the fields are dead and bare. No joie de vivre anywhere. It meant the Lord we drink a bitter wine.
Those Canaan days we used to know, where have they gone? Where did they go? And bien, raise your berets to those Canaan days. Do you remember those wonderful parties? The splendor of Canaan's cuisine, our extravagant elegance soiree, the gayest the Bible has seen. It's funny, but since we lost Joseph, we've gone to the other extreme. No one comes to dinner now, we only eat them anyhow. I even find I'm missing Joseph dreams. Those Canaan days we used to know, where have they gone? Where did they go? And bien Rachel Perez to those Canaan days. It's funny, but since we lost Joseph, we've gone to the other extreme. Perhaps we all misjudged the land. Perhaps he wasn't quite that bad. I even find I'm missing Joseph dreams. Those Canaan days we used to know, where have they gone? Where did they go? And bien Rachel Perez to those Canaan days. Eh bien, Rachel Perez to those Canaan days.
So, back in Canaan, the future looked rough. Jacob famine, we're fighting it tough.
For the famine has got us hungry, back. We are ill, we are getting scared. It's enough to make everyone weak. We are down to our very last sheep. We will stop if we hang around here.
But in business, their food goes spare. They go corn, they go food, and drinks. And if we have the time, we gon' see the spin.
So the army decided to go off to Egypt to see Brother Stroke. So they all lay before Joseph's feet.
But the prince gave us something to eat.
Joseph found on the train not to love, because not a brother among them knew who he was.
I shall now take them all for a ride. After all, they have tried fratricide. I dreamed that in the fields one day the corn gave me a sigh. Your 11 sheaves of corn all turned and bowed to mine. I dreamed I saw 11 stars, the sun, the moon, and the sky, bowing down before my star. And now I realize why. How do I know where you come from? You could be spies telling me that you are hungry. That could be lies. How do I know who you are? Why do you think I should help you? Would you help me? Yes. Why on earth should I believe you? I've no guarantee.
Worship, worship, make this one strong. Grovel, grovel, please bow some fall. Worship, worship, make this one strong. We are just 11 brothers, good man and true. But
way you're talking as you tense sincere. Suddenly your tragic story gets me right here.
This is what we always say.
All this tugging at my heartstrings seems quite justified. I shall give you what you came for, and lots more besides.
Worship, worship, make this one's grow. Thank you, it's not so slow. Worship, worship, make this one's grow.
Joseph handed them sackloads of food, and they groveled in base gratitude.
Then unseen, Joseph nipped out around the bed and planted a cup in young Benjamin's sack.
When the brothers were ready to go, Joseph turned to them all with a terrible stare. Said,
No! 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 Stop! Robbers, you little numbers up! One of you has stolen my precious golden cup!
Joseph started searching through his brother's sacks. Everyone was nervous, no one could relax. Is it Reuben? Is it Simeon? Is it Naphtali? Is it Dan? Is it Asher? Is it Issachar? Is it Levi? Who's the man? Is it Zebulun? Is it Gad? Is it Judah? Is it him? Could it possibly be Benjamin?
Yes, yes, yes!
Benjamin! You nasty you! You're quite shocking to the core. Never in my whole career have I known this before. Guards, seize him, lock him in a cell. Throw the keys into the Nile as well.
Each of the brothers fell to his knees.
Show him some mercy, Almighty One, please. He would not do this, he must have been framed. Jealous and because we should be blamed. Oh no, not him. How can accuse him? He's a mystery. Save me, take me. Benjamin is straighter than a top-palm tree. I hear the steel drums sing their songs. They're singing, man, you know you got it wrong. I hear the voice of the yellow birds whispering to me, this is quite absurd. Oh yes, it's true, it's true. Benjamin is straighter than a big bamboo. No ifs, no buts. Benjamin is honest as coconuts. Sure as the tide with the golden sand, Benjamin is an innocent man. Sure as bananas need the sun, we are the criminal guilty one. Oh no, not he. How you can accuse him is a mystery. Save me, take me. Benjamin is straighter than a top-palm tree. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh no, not he. How you can accuse him is a mystery. Save me, take me. Benjamin is straighter than a top-palm tree. Sure as the tide push the golden sand, Benjamin is an innocent man. Sure as bananas need the sun, we are the criminal guilty one. Oh no, not he. How you can accuse him is a mystery. Save me, take me. Benjamin is straighter than a top-palm tree. La 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 la. La la
recognize my face? Is it hard to see that Joseph, who you thought was dead, your brother, it's me? I close my eyes, drew back the curtain to see for certain what I thought I knew. Far, far away, someone was weeping, but the world was sleeping. Any dream will do. I wore my coat, with golden lining, bright colors shining, wonderful and new. And in the east, the dawn was breaking, and the world was waking. Any dream will do. A crash of drums,
Flash of light,
my golden coat,
flew out of sight.
the colors faded into darkness. I was left alone. May I return to the beginning. The light is dimming, and the dream is due. The world and I, we are still waiting, still hesitating. Any dream will do. Still hesitating. Any dream